Up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at Nice Guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle, not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where a backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. Said payment, the back ain't good. Got sense, but the act no good. Send to save money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the check.
It's week 7 of the 2023 season, and there's no love lost between these AFC North foes. It's the Condors and the Browns, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start here with Gaskin. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, it created a big run. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 40 now on second down. Prescott. They get this out wide to Gaskin. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Gaskin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd and 8. Here's Snell yet again. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Touchdown, Browns! Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
It got his man complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now this time Murray to throw it. This one caught by his tight end Andrews. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Murray on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Condors are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Tucker with the extra point. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fielded at about the 28.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
And they rattle off a big one. 46 6 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. These two teams all tied after one. Sacramento with the football here as we get set to begin quarter 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now a handoff working right. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Condors have moved out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the Browns getting set to go. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This take it in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Taking it about the 1. The return man, Wilson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 9, Prescott wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running on 1st down with Gaskin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run with Gaskin. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. To throw is Prescott. Caught. It's Wilson. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone. And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Here's Murray. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Murray going to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Hands it off out of the gun. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. First down, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at them. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down. And the Condors will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And some room to maneuver. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. His throw incomplete. So we reach halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we knew they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Murray's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, Murray.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by David Long.
Holding, defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Prescott off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott.
On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Off the middle, Gaskin.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Jalen Armour-Davis
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Gaskin will try it up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Prescott to throw it.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Prescott now. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Prescott. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns get a bit closer.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
40 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And we're back now here in Cleveland, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now it's Wilson.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Bell.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott.
He'll drop it underneath here to Snell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott.
He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll run out of the gun with Gaskin.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. Now, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 15. A little over 20 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here's Prescott.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby.